Hello, everybody. Welcome to my IP presentation. How are you today?
Hi,
Hello,
great. What
fine.
about you?
Thank you so much. I'm fine as well. So, here I have a list of 7 newspapers. I want you to take your time and take a look at all of them. Are you done?
Mhm.
Yes.
So first of all, you've seen all of the newspapers, and I'd like you to try to analyze the meanings of these mastheads of newspapers. So we're talking about them in general. So the Times, you know what the Times mean. And the Guardian, Ajam, do you know what the Guardian means?
Yes, a guardian is someone, a person who protects somewhere.
Yes, that's right. And the Mail on Sunday, it's very clear, as you know. And Cambridge News. So what do you think Cambridge means here?
Cambridge as in the place.
Yeah, of course, the place from the UK. And the Scotsman, what does that mean, do you think?
A Scottish man.
Scotchman.
Yeah, as someone from Scotland is called Scottish. And obviously the Economist, you know what it means. And the London Gazette, you know what Gazette mean in English?
Newspaper.
Yeah, newspaper, but there's a small difference, which is it's a more official one than newspaper.
Okay.
And now I want you to speculate about the newspapers, which we have just seen the mastheads of. And before we do that, let me quickly explain to you the difference between a broadsheet and a tabloid newspaper. So a broadsheet newspaper is a newspaper that is printed on large sheets of paper, and they're generally considered to be more serious than other newspapers. And on the other hand, a tabloid is a newspaper that has small pages, short articles, and lots of photographs, and they're considered to be less serious than other newspapers. And don't forget, we're just speculating, so feel free to say whatever comes into your mind. So, do you think that the Times, is it a national, local, regional, daily, or weekly newspaper? Is it a broadsheet, a tabloid, or what type of information do you think it contains?
Is it regional?
You're free to say whatever you want to say. Sinem said it's regional.
I think international.
Yeah, that might be as well. So do you think it's a broadsheet or a tabloid?
Broadsheet, I think.
Yeah, and what type of information do you think it contains?
International information.
Yeah, if you think that the Times is an international newspaper, then it must have international information. And the next one, The Guardian. What do you think about that?
I think it's national.
Yeah, it might be national. So what do you think about the type of it? Is it a broadsheet or a tabloid?
Broadsheet.
Yeah, of course it might be. And do you think it's published daily or weekly?
Daily.
Daily, yes. And what type of information do you think it contains?
Well, international news, maybe?
Yeah, you said that it's national, yeah, but it might have international news as well.
Mhm.
And the next one is The Mail on Sunday, as its name suggests. Do you think it's published weekly or daily?
Weekly. On
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yes, on Sunday. And do you think it's a broadsheet or a tabloid?
Tabloid.
Yes, that might be true. And what about the information it contains?
Magazine,
Regional
maybe?
events.
Sorry?
Hey, Jem, you go first if you want.
I think magazine because it comes out every Sunday,
Yeah,
and on
yes.
Sundays a lot of people like to read about sports and magazine things.
Yeah, you're right. So if it's published weekly, it of course should have some magazines. And the next one is the Cambridge News. Is it a national, local, or regional one, do you think? What do you think?
I think it is local.
Yes, of course. And is it published daily or weekly?
Daily.
Daily.
Yeah, it might be. And the type of it, what do you think about it? A broadsheet or a tabloid?
Broadsheet.
Yeah, that might be
Maybe a
true. And
broadsheet.
finally, what
Mhm.
about the type of information it does have? What do you think about it?
Local events.
Yeah. And the next one is the Scotsman. What do you think about it? It's national, local, or regional?
National, I think.
Yeah, as the name suggests, Scotsman. And do you think it's a broadsheet or tabloid?
Might be
You're-
broadsheet again.
Yeah, you're free to say whatever you want to say. And what type of information do you think it contains?
National events.
Yeah, as I said before, the Scotsman it's a national newspaper and it might have national events. And the Economist, what do you think about that? It's a national, local, or regional one?
I think it's international.
Yeah, that might be true. Well done, Ajam, because the name suggests nothing national or local or regional. It might be international as well. So do you think it's published daily or weekly?
Probably weekly.
Yeah, that might be true. And what type of information do you think it contains?
Global things.
Yeah, of course.
Business.
Yeah, business as well. So generally it might have global events, global business, because as you said, it might be an international newspaper. And the final one is the London Gazette. Do you think it's a national, local, or regional one?
I think it is local.
Yeah, because the name suggests the London. And do you think it's published daily or weekly?
Weekly.
Yeah, that might be true. And what do you think about the type of it? It is a large broadsheet or a small tabloid?
Mm.
Broadsheet, maybe.
Yeah. And finally, what type of information do you think it contains?
Local
Local
information.
Yeah, of course, as the name suggests, the local information about the suburbs of London. And now I have a question for you. Which of the newspapers would you prefer to read and why? So Ajam, first of all, I'd like to ask you, which one would be your favorite one?
I think the Mail on Sunday, because I don't like reading the news every single day. So something that comes out every week and something that contains sports magazine and like fun
Yeah.
stuff to read, I would like that.
Yeah, I agree with you because it would be boring to read them all the days, every morning, every night.
Mhm.
So reading them on a weekly basis would be better, I think. I agree with you. And Sinem, which one would be your favorite?
I don't like to read newspaper. I prefer
Really?
to use Twitter because I'm not interested in economic or something like this.
Yeah, it's just a personal preference. So
Mhm.
it's up to you. That's normal. And Ashkar, which one would be your favorite? Which newspaper?
I am interested in economy and technology, so I prefer the economics.
Yeah, I agree with you. So The Economist would be a great one for you.
Yes.
And finally, I'll show you the newspapers from which the mastheads have been cut, and I want you to match them up. The first image does not have the masthead of the newspaper, the name of the newspaper, and I'd like you to make a guess and try to match them up. So take a look at this. So which
The Economist?
newspaper do you think it does come from?
Is it The Economist?
So let's check it out. Yes, of course. As you see, the news that they have published is about business, foreign markets, and The Economist is the correct one. Very well done, Ajam. So the next one is very clear, I think.
Cambridge.
Yeah, Cambridge News. You know, as we said before, the Cambridge News mostly publishes about local information that's going on around Cambridgeshire. And the next one, this is very clear as well.
The Mail on Sunday. Is
You're
it?
sure?
It's the Scotsman.
Yeah, of course. And
Right.
if we check the next page, it's about sport news from Scotland area,
Mhm.
and that was right too. The next one, which one do you think is the answer? This is not very clear.
It's not.
So just make a guess.
It must be something international. I guess.
Yeah, that's right. So which newspaper do you think is the answer?
Times, maybe.
Let's check it out. Yes, the Times, as we said in the beginning, it does contain international events. So that was the correct answer. The next one, take a look at it and try to make a guess.
The Guardian.
Of course, as we said in the beginning, The Guardian, it might be a national newspaper, which is located in the UK. So the news comes from UK. The Guardian is the correct one. And this one, take a look at it. Very similar to the previous one.
So there are two left, right?
Yeah,
Out of every newspaper we have covered. So it's either the Mail on Sunday or
or the
the
London
London
Gazette.
Gazette. But I
Yeah,
think this is the London Gazette.
yeah, of course, that was very good. The London Gazette mostly publishes about UK, London, and so yeah, that's it. It actually contains local information. That was correct. And the last one, of course, it's very clear.
It's magazine as well.
Yes,
The
it's
Mail on
magazine as
Sunday.
well. So the Mail on Sunday mostly publishes magazine, sports, the news that can be published on a weekly basis. So that was it. Thank you all for listening to me and for your contributions. And if you don't have any questions, I'd like to end the meeting.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Goodbye.
Thank you as well.
Thank you.
Goodbye.